Hey, it's great to be with you again today. I want to ask everybody a question. Are you an encourager or a criticizer? Right? Sometimes we need to ask ourselves hard questions, right? We need to say, hey, man, am I helping others out by encouraging them, by lifting them up, lifting their spirits, giving them positive words and encouragement? Or am I the guy that goes, that could have been done better? Oh, man, we could have. If we had only done this, that probably would have been, we could have done it this way and it would have been way better. Right? And we do that sometimes. We get caught up in what we wanted and how we wanted it done. And if it didn't go the way that we thought it should go, then we start to point the finger. You know what? If only you had done it this way, you know what you ought to do next time, right? And I look back into the New Testament, and Paul had just come into the faith. He had just converted to Christianity from Judaism. He's following Jesus after this incredible encounter on the road to Damascus, and people are afraid of him. But there's one guy in Jerusalem who goes, you know what? Let me talk to him. And he risks his life because Paul, he could have said, well, gotcha, and thrown him in prison. But this guy, whose name was Joseph, got the nickname Son of Encouragement, which translated was the name Barnabas. And Barnabas started traveling with Paul on his missionary journeys all over Turkey and Asia Minor, the Mideast, into Eastern Europe. And then he starts to talk to John Mark. And John Mark is going on missionary journeys, and Barnabas goes with him and encourages him. And you see, Paul and Mark both at times got discouraged. Things weren't going well. Things weren't going well with these new cities that they're trying to plant churches, and people are not listening and they're turning their back. And Barnabas encouraged both and lifted them up, lifted their spirits, gave them words of encouragement and wisdom. And all of these guys, right, Mark and Paul, were missionaries, and they had a falling out, right? And so Barnabas says, hey, Paul, give him a chance. And Paul's like, no, I'm pretty mad at him for leaving us on that last one. So Silas starts to go with Paul, and Barnabas goes with Mark. And now missionaries double. And more churches grow and more churches grow. And in the end, all four of them get together, right? And they reconcile. And it's all